it's day one of our journey to Punjab. I get up, I took a shower, then I did my push-ups, like you can see, and got ready, had my luggage all packed up last night. I bid an emotional farewell to my dad, mounted the luggage on my bike, and then off I was. The only idea I have is some main Gurdwara Sahibs that I want to visit. The kind of journey this is, I wanted to keep it completely spontaneous because this cannot be without your Guru inviting you. So I leave it up to him. We'll visit anywhere that he wants us to visit.
Been planning this trip for very long. It's something I've been wanting to do for a very long time. What I'm planning to do is go over to Punjab and kind of visit the centers of spiritual excellence, right? I'm going to be taking the Western Peripheral Highway to Murthal, and then from there to Karnal and so on and so forth. We'll be crossing Ambala, going straight from Ambala over to Punjab. First halt for the day should be Anandpur Sahib. So not the first halt, but the destination for the day should be Anandpur Sahib is what I'm targeting. There's no such plan, so I can kind of change that on the go. Nothing for me to worry about in terms of time, although I'm a little pressed on how much I can write today. Due to some work, I'll probably be wanting that I reach wherever I have to stay by around 5 o'clock, so I can kind of rest and get done with some important tasks that I have scheduled for about 7 o'clock. So, yeah, I have my GPS mounted in a very awkward place. I have to always take my vision off of the road just to kind of see where I'm going. I need to get a phone mount, definitely. I thought we were headed to Punjab. Now we have some off-roading track right on the way. Alright, if that's where you want me to go from. Here we go. Well, no, we don't. Susila Transport obstructing my view of the toll. So we've reached the Western Peripheral Expressway. I'ma see you in some time when I see some beautiful scenery around. We should be fairly sorted in terms of time, I'm thinking, even though I had planned to leave at about 4:30. And like always, I'm very punctual, so it's just about 6:30, so yeah. That beautiful countryside. Look at that. They've got these stone things all across the Western Peripheral Highway Expressway. It's a wonderful ride. This is a wonderful ride indeed. And these are one of those roads जिथे अपन आने लगा वे I can pull up the machine a little bit, and generally my cruise speed पे drive करना about 70 is the maximum I'd go, 70 to 80 at the max. Now in this highway you can push it a little bit. I slow down when I want to be recording something, because then in that case it just doesn't give me a wind blast right on the mic. Although I'm thinking I should still sound okay because I've got a pretty decent mic. Yeah. Look at that formation of birds coming right across the road. Look at that. बेनती चौबे पातशाही दसवीं हमरी करो हाथ देर अच्छा पूर्ण होए चित्त की इच्छा तब चरण मन रहे हमारा अपना दोहरा सगल द्वार का छाड़ के गयो तोहारो द्वार पाए गहे की लाजस गोविंद दास तुहार
Monkey.
We're crossing Karnal and we have about 200 more kilometers to go before we reach Anandpur Sahib. This is the time we officially begin our journey into Punjab. We're going to be exiting Ambala. We haven't really entered Punjab as yet, but this is where we divert for either Chandigarh or Punjab. I'm going to take the straight lane, the one towards the right, to Punjab. It's not far off when we see the Punjab toll and we officially enter Punjab. Hadn't slept much yesterday, so 2 teas and 1 Red Bull later. We're at about 12 o'clock now. Left home around 6:30ish. Took quite some time for me to get here. Holi chal raha si. I had no hurries. Besides, ਆਪਾਂ ਰਸਤੇ 'ਚ ਪਾਠ ਵੀ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ, ਆਪਾਂ ਸਿੱਧੂ ਮੂਸੇਵਾਲੇ ਦੇ ਗਾਣੇ ਵੀ ਸੁਣ ਲਏ, ਵਿੱਚ ਥੋੜੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਨੀਂਦ ਵੀ ਆ ਗਈ ਸੀਗੀ. Sidhu always helps with that, doesn't it? I mean, taking away the need, not putting me to sleep. Nonetheless, I enjoyed the ride. I was driving pretty slow. I think at the max I did about 100, 110, and that too for just a couple of minutes. I don't generally do that. And I kept my visor open while I was doing that so that I'd get that air blast and the need goes away. I'm just glad I'm nearing Punjab. I do know the moment we enter Punjab, there's one very beautiful Gurgaon Sahib on the left hand side, and I'm not really sure if we'll have a way right off of the road to go there. This series, which is primarily dedicated to exploring the spiritual centers of Punjab, this is more of an inner journey than just an outer one. I'm hoping I'm able to visit as many historical gurdwaras, and not just historical. I think whether historical or not, there's a certain radiance that emanates from such centers. Look at that. What a beautiful, beautiful Gurdwara Sahib. It says Uchchadar Babe Nanak Da. That's so true. That is so true. Kanhaiya Sahib Ji. This road goes down to Sarhand. We're near Shambhu right now. Not exactly Shambhu, but where we've just crossed the toll for Punjab. We've now entered Punjab officially. So we're right off of, we're about 10 kilometers off of Rajpura. So is the case with Sarhand. We're not very far off. I'm thinking while I'm here and I have the whole day with me, instead of just riding all the way down to Anandpur Sahib today, I might as well just visit a couple of Gurdwara Sahibs. You can clearly tell it's Punjab, right? When you can see beautiful turbans, amazing alloy wheels, tons of colleges, engineering colleges to be specific, and loads of Gurdwaras. You can see them right off of the main road, and once you enter a locality, you would see that there are tons of Gurdwaras. There's a divine feel to the whole area, and it's just not restricted to Gurdwara Sahibs. You can see loads of mosques and temples built all around the place. I'm hoping while we're visiting Gurdwaras we get to see some of those too. But the intent of this ride to Punjab, and I should stop saying Punjab just for the fun of it. But the intent of this ride is to be able to show everybody that's watching and kathe darshan kar liye apna, and we can go through the immense history that's there, and get a piece of the amazing divinity that Baba Nanak left for us.
Monkey.
Guru Teg Bahadur Sahib Maharaj sat under this neem tree when he visited this place. After this, it's said that he went to Bahadurgarh, traveled through a couple of villages in between, and we'll probably follow the same route from there. We go from here to Bahadurgarh, then to Dukh Nivaran Sahib.
Paj har mana pare na jam ki faas tarna pyo yon hi gayo.
ऐतिहासिक गुरुद्वारा गुरु तेग बहादुर साहब जी महाराज. इथे गुरु तेग बहादुर साहब जी महाराज रुके सीगे before going over to Bahadurgarh, and then he stayed there for a couple of months. I headed towards Bahadurgarh, Guru Teg Bahadur Sahib Maharaj. After he was there in Nim Sahib, he went over to Bahadurgarh. In no particular order, I'm sure he must have, or he mustn't have, I'm not really sure about it. Visited places in between, but he went over to Bahadurgarh and it said that he stayed there for quite some time. I'm very interested in seeing that place. ਜੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਹੋਈ, ਜੇ ਬੁਲਾਵਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਅਗਲੀ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਉੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਵੱਜੇ. I'm just humbled at the moment. I've been tearing up since, and no particular happiness or sorrow, just tears. Like I said, if he calls for it, nobody can deny it. I was just crossing and I was about to ask somebody about directions and then I saw the board right there. That's the Gurdwara. Look at that.
सबको दातारा
ਇੱਥੇ ਜਦ ਸਾਰੇ ਚੱਕਰ ਲਾਇਆ ਨਾ ਉਹ ਤੇਗ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਭਰੇ ਲਈ ਉਹ ਦਿੱਲੀ ਸੱਦੇ ਦੇ ਗਏ ਉਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਪਿੰਡਾਂ ਚੋਂ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਉੱਥੇ ਰਹੇ ਉਹ ਇੱਥੇ ਕਈ ਮਹੀਨੇ ਰਹਿ ਕੇ ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਅੱਗੇ ਚੱਲੇ ਪਏ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਫਿਰ ਪਟਿਆਲੇ ਗਏ ਫਿਰ ਲੋਕ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੌਲੀ ਹੌਲੀ ਦਿੱਲੀ ਪਹੁੰਚੇ ਸੀ ਔਰ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਸੱਤੇ
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਸੀਸਗੰਜ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਆਪੇ ਗਈ ਹੋ ਤੇ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਸ ਇਹ 400 ਧਰਤੀ ਹੈ ਗੁਰੂ ਤੇਗ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੌਵੇਂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਦੀ ਇਹ 'ਚ ਇਤਿਹਾਸਕ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਬਣਿਆ ਵਾ
ਕਹੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਮਨ ਸਿਮਰਤ ਕਹੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਮਨ ਸਿਮਰਤ ਪੂਰਨ ਹੋਵੇ ਕਾਮ ਪੂਰਨ ਹੋਵੇ ਕਾਮ ਸਭ ਕੋ ਦਾਤਾ सबको दाता राम जगत भिखारी.
This place was blessed by Guru Teg Bahadur Sahib Maharaj. He stayed here for 3 months and 2 days. There's a beautiful castle right opposite the road, they've told me.
सबको दाता सबको दाता सबको दाता राम आए गुरु.
Like I said, this is going to be completely spontaneous. I had in my mind that I would go to Patiala, Dukh Nivaran Sahib, definitely. But I didn't expect that it would so happen that I would end up tracing Guru Teg Bahadur Sahib Maharaj's footsteps. So we visited Gurdwara Nim Sahib first, we eventually go down to Gurdwara Bahadurgarh Sahib, and then we reach Patiala, where Guru Sahib went to Duknivaran Sahib, where there is Duknivaran Sahib now. This Qila that you see on the left hand side, this fort is where Guru Teg Bahadur Sahib Maharaj stayed. It's now a cantonment sort of an area. It's a commando training center. So we weren't allowed inside. So I couldn't really visit the Gurdwara Sahib inside. I think that was because of the camera equipment that I had. I was told by the locals that I could visit and, at least for darshan purposes if I wanted to. As I end the day, you can see that we've kind of reached Patiala. It's evening now, so I won't be able to record much after this. Besides, today I had to restrict my travel till about 5:30 in the evening. I had a little bit of a work to do at 7 o'clock. So you can see the beautiful heritage city it's called the Royal City of Patiala, and you can see that in the amazing big houses and large lawns and the cantonment areas and the beautiful old castle-like structures that are built all around the city.